Hey guys, welcome back. Today it's time to start the pre-season tournament. We're going to be getting that out of the way. We're going to simulate our way through it as always. I mean, who even plays those things anymore? As you know, our budget wasn't great for the beginning of Season 3, so hopefully we'll win that tournament and get around, I think it was 8 million. That was the prize money. Now, first of all though, let's go through the team because obviously we've had a lot of new players joining up on pre-contracts. I saw a few comments. Some people think maybe I got a few too many, and I kind of get it. I think I got carried away with so many great talents that I could get for free. I mean, it made sense just to go ahead and improve the squad without spending a penny, although, of course, the wages were a little bit higher. But we've got some fantastic new players that we can use this season, and maybe that means we don't need to bring any new signings in. I mean, we're going to look into it. Maybe there's one or two players that I'm looking to sell, because if you look at the reserves, I mean, I never have this many players. If anything, I normally have just 2 rows of 4, so 8 players. We've actually got 16 on the reserves. So although that can be a good thing, maybe it's a little bit overkill. So maybe a couple of these players will be going. I think Cohen, we're going to try and sell him. Inache is going to go out on loan. We can't sell him right now because he's just joined, which doesn't make sense to me, even though it's been a couple of months. But either way, we'll keep hold of him for now and obviously try and loan him out. We've got Platter, who I intend to keep. Don't know why he's on the reserves. I think I probably should be having him on the bench. Maybe we take Krunic out, do that. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, I guess, because then we've got 2 wingers. Although Saliba, our new right midfielder, can play out on the left as well. So this is the team for now. It's looking really, really good. Bell comes in at centre-back next to Tuanzebe, who is our highest-rated centre-back at the club other than new signings, if that makes sense. We've got Garcia in midfield next to Galdamez. Larson is 80 rated, which is absolutely fantastic. So looking at the squad, I think maybe possibly a right-sided player, although Ariabi has been so good for us. Maybe a backup to Pereira. We don't really have a backup right-back other than Lihai. Maybe we need to bring in a right-back. So that's the team for now. I'm going to jump into my shortlist and I'm going to show you a few players that I have found. They're all regens as well. Now, that's the beauty of doing these long career modes. You get to use regens. So here we've got a goalkeeper at Bayern Munich, a German keeper. I have checked. Neuer is still playing, so obviously it's not Neuer's regen, but he looks incredibly good. At the age of 17, he's got some incredible stats. Now, here is Buffon. This is Buffon's regen. Italian goalkeeper playing at Sassuolo. And I think he could be a really good choice. He is an exciting prospect. We've got, who was this? I'm pretty sure this is Dani Alves, Brazilian right back. There is no Dani Alves in the database now, so this is more than likely going to be him. And he is also looking to be like a very good player, showing great potential. We've got Angelo Fossati and we have Zarzoso. Fossati, I'm not too sure. I've got a feeling it might be Pirlo. I checked, Pirlo is no longer playing, but wouldn't he be in the MLS and not in the free agents? I think sometimes they can end up in the free agents, so if this is Pirlo, that's fantastic. And then this guy here, I think he's Spanish. Yes, I think this guy is Aduriz, possibly. He's no longer playing at the moment and looks to be very, very good. So those are some great young regens that we could look at signing up. I'm scouting them all, I believe. Let's just double check that. Yep, scouting all of those. Yep, scouting him. And we're scouting him. So that's perfect. Definitely want to sign the Dani Alves regen. He looks to be very good. So we're going to use the second team in the first game up against Lokomotiv. Let's see if we can pull off a win. Technically, we're the home team, but obviously it's a pre-season tournament. It's all away from home. But the game still recognises you as the home team if you're playing at home. If that makes sense, it gives you a more likely win. And we actually get a draw. Oh, they scored with 4 minutes to go. But Konate, starting off well. Another player that potentially I'm looking to sell on at some point. I don't know. It depends on the offers we get. We're not going to be able to do any more training before the next game, which is Hoffenheim, who have looked really, really good this season in the Bundesliga. And their manager is younger than some of their players, which is just so weird to me. We do have an email. We've got a bunch of players for sale. Leali is not one of them. Cohen is, though. So we're going to go ahead and let him go to Leeds. I used him once or twice. Pretty decent player, but obviously at the age of 31, we're not going to be using him. Leali is going to be staying, of course. Although I am looking to bring in a new backup goalkeeper. We'll sell Henderson. We've got a conversation from Clough saying he wish he could have started. Well, it doesn't matter, mate. You can play plenty of games. So Hoffenheim definitely going to use the first team against them because they will be a much tougher opposition. And we're probably technically the away team. So let's go ahead, switch back to the first team. I really do like that feature. When they introduced the team sheets, it was so good. A very underrated feature, I would say. Now let's go ahead and jump into this game. So, with the stronger team, they won their first game 2-0. So they're in good form, technically. Let's see if we can pull off a win against Hoffenheim. Come on, we probably do need a win. And it's another draw. And it's bad news. We've got an injury to Pereira as well. Hopefully that's not too serious. Although, knowing my luck, he's out for 6 months or something stupid like that. Let's have a look. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. Okay, not too bad. Cohen has been sold. That's good news as well. And we can do some training now. So at the moment, you'll see I've got Galdamez in there. Also, Arayibi and Tuanzebe. We're not going to get any real overall growth for a couple of weeks, but it's good to get started. And, okay, not too bad. Arayibi got an A. That's good to see in his chance creation. That's one thing he definitely needs to get better at, and that is scoring goals. He seems to get a lot of assists, but not many goals. So now this game, this is pretty important. We are definitely going to need a win to get through. We do have a few tired legs there, but do I go with the first team or the second team? I mean, when you look at it these days, the second team is actually really still quite strong. So I think I'm going to go with the second team to avoid any more injuries. And we are technically the home team. So we should, I hope, get a win in this game. And another draw. Oh my God, we got a 0-0 draw. Okay, have we made it through? I've got a bad feeling that we haven't made it through. Wow, we actually didn't. That's embarrassing. We drew all 3 games and we've been knocked out. That is just my luck. So we only got 1.7 million from that. Okay, well, to be honest, guys, I've already made loads of signings. I've already mentioned how I might not do too much with the budget anyway. So it's just the way it is. So we'll go ahead and wait for the scout reports now. We've got some more training coming up. Galdamez, very close to 78. It'd be good to see if we can get him there. And look at this. We've got a big offer here coming from Sevilla. 11 million for Konate. Very, very, very tempted. I think we can get more, obviously. Let's try... They reckon 11.8 to 14.2. I might be a little bit cheeky, ask for 14.5. I think I would definitely take that. But to be honest, if they counter and say we can only do 12... I'll probably end up taking it and then we'll buy a new striker to be back up to Abraham. Because as you know, Konate I have been struggling with a little bit. Hasn't really settled into the team and doesn't look too impressive. He barely scored any goals last season as well. Anyway, back into training now. It looks like Arayibi should grow in a couple of stats, should he do well here. And, okay, didn't do too great. A C and a D. Galdamez, look how close he is, though. It's going to be probably 2 weeks to get him over to 78, though, which is the frustrating thing. Still no scout reports back. There we go. And we've got a transfer offer. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these in a minute. Transfer offer for Inache. There you go. So let's go ahead and let him go out on loan to Millwall. He was a free agent, so we're only, down in his wages. So now those wages are being paid for. Doesn't matter. So that's good. I'm really happy that's happened. And let's have a look at the players. I don't think we got all of them back, did we not? We haven't got them all back, so we need to wait for Buffon's regen and Dani Alves' regen. But you can see with his value, he's going to be good. So, do you know what? I'm just going to go straight in with an offer now. The question is, can we sign him? He's recently joined. That's a little bit frustrating. What about the goalkeeper? Because I still want to get a goalkeeper. Has he recently joined as well? Deal looks like it could happen. Okay, so with this, I'm going to offer Miguel, I believe, if I can. Miguel's only worth 400,000, really? Okay. And I'll throw in a cheeky bid. We'll go in with 2.6. So basically, I'm offering 3 million, which is just under his value. There's no way that will get accepted, but we'll give it a go. Fossati is 69 rated. Quite tempted to bring him in just as a squad player. And Zarzoso, that's quite a difficult name to say that. Zarzoso is 68 rated, but I love the 5-star skills. We are going to need another striker. I think I'll leave it just for now. I mean, Fossati's a free agent, so maybe it's worth just getting him anyway, because we could do with a few more squad players. So let's go ahead and offer him 9,000 per week. That's not too bad. And squad rotation player. Let's get him in. Losing Cohen means we do need a replacement. So Cohen can be replaced by Fossati there. Okay, so the goalkeeper is 73. Okay, we'll leave it for now. And let's go back to simulate a couple more days. And we'll see what happens with the other two players. I think the Dani Alves regen is someone we could buy maybe in January. Something like that. So Spurs, what? What? No. What happened there? I've never seen that before. It just said that Spurs have got him, but I've never seen an email like that for a free agent. I have been informed that free agents have accepted a bid of 0 from Spurs. I've never seen that, ever. That's a real weird one. And wow! Oh, okay. So Sevilla have accepted 14.5 million for Konate. That is ridiculous. So now I need to find a new striker. Interesting. Negotiations over. He's gone to Spurs. Damn it. Okay, so we've missed out on Fossati. It happens. They're not interested in Miguel. So it looks like we're just going to have to sell Miguel. Other clubs are in for him, so you need to wrap up the deal quickly. Okay. I need to probably make a bigger offer. Let's go in with 4.5. I've got the money to do it, especially with Konate leaving for 14.5. That is ridiculous. I'm kind of sad we missed out on Fossati, but we've got so many players in his position. We'll be okay without him, I'm sure. I'm just worried, though, he'll turn into one of those, you know, really, really good 80-rated players by the age of 20 or something stupid like that. And there is confirmation. So we just made 11 million profit on a free agent just one season later. That's pretty incredible. So let's go ahead and finish off another week of training. And I need to find a striker. I'm trying to think right now who I could go for. Good news though, Ariubi is now 76 rated. That's the same as Saliba, our new right midfielder. Tuanzebe looks like he could take a while to get to 79, and Galdamez still a little bit far off. What do we do in terms of strikers though? Obviously we do have Clough and we do have Walker. And obviously we do have, where is he? He's on the, yeah, Plata. He can play as a striker as well, but not really the ideal striker. So I'm going to have to look at the transfer list. Not the transfer list. Have a look on the transfer search player. That's what I mean. I'm going to have to search. Oh, wow. They've accepted it. Fantastic. Let's get 9,000 offered. I'm sure there's another striker we can find, but this guy, I don't know his rating, but I think the fact that he's an exciting prospect, he should definitely be coming into the team. And you know what? I've got this feeling that he's going to be around the same rating as Leali within a couple of weeks if I train him. So let's get him on crucial first team player. Let's just get him and play him because he will be incredible. And Leali will be a great backup, I guess. So we're coming to the end of July. I should really start looking for a striker soon before the season starts. And there we go. We get some scout reports back. He's declined it. Wow, he doesn't think we can actually give him the role. Okay, fair enough. We'll just give him less. I wasn't expecting that. We'll give him squad rotation player. Stupid, really. He's 72 rated, so there you go. He will climb very, very quickly if we can get him into training. So hopefully he will accept that contract. And we get a transfer offer for Mancien. Perfect. Another player that I'm looking to move on. We've got Jeanvier instead as a free agent. That's exactly why I brought him in. And now I think you guys can kind of see why I've done all this. Getting all of these players in was just purely to make sure I've got the numbers to make up for players that get sold. So we're looking good right now. Galdamez finally hits 78. I'm going to wait till Ariubi gets to around 78 as well, and then I'll probably replace him. But Tuanzebe and Bell are going to be my main defenders for this season, so that's good that he's growing as well. Looks like Arsenal predicted to finish in third. Varane is their key player. He is just amazing in this game. Player sold, that's good. And he has accepted. Get in there. So we've made our first signing of the season. Our first proper signing. And it's a new goalkeeper. And it's Buffon's regen. So we need to get him into training as soon as possible. And I guess he kind of needs to play, doesn't he? We need to get him to play as many games as possible. Where is he? There he is. Meggiorini or Meggiorini, I'm not really sure. Let's put him in the first team because then he'll grow quicker. And I'll sort out the bench in a little bit. So we need to put Leali in the second team. I just saw Bell has gone up to 80 rated already, which is good to see. Let's see if we can switch across and just put him straight in now. I mean, this second team is just getting stronger and stronger. It's pretty crazy. There's Leali. And just like that, I mean, it's such a strong second team. This Ayub player looks really good as well. Maybe should play ahead of Galdamez. It's difficult, isn't it? But we need a new striker. And that is what I'm going to find now. Also, guys, I've made an offer on the Dani Alves regen just to find out if there's any possibility we can sign him before January. I think they'll probably say no because he's just moved. But it's worth a try. Now, these are the strikers that I have found and that I'm interested in signing. So, of course, Dolberg had to be there. Not my favourite, but would still be a great option, of course. We've got Schick, who was actually in my career mode updates episode yesterday. He's recently had an upgrade, of course, which I won't have in this career mode, but he looks to be very, very good. And then two very expensive options, which I'm pretty sure we will never in a million years be able to sign, but I'm still going to try because their wages are quite low. And after the Konate sale, we've got quite a bit left over. Now, of course, these two players would be our main strikers, so Abraham would have to come out of the first team. But what I'm going to do is, obviously, I have decided to scout these guys. We'll see how much they will come back because I've inquired as well. And for now, I think I'm not going to go with Zarzoso because he's 68 rated. It's not quite good enough to warrant making him my second backup striker. So let's carry on. And let's see what kind of emails we get back. So, Dolberg, 32.5 million. Wow. Sanabria, 49 million. I wasn't being totally serious. I was just hoping maybe we could get them relatively cheap. So, Schick is 14.5. Andre Silva, 50.5. Andy, if you're watching this, Andy is someone who watches my streams and always says, get Andre Silva. I'm sorry, mate, but it's just, it's not going to happen. I think our only option is Schick. Even Dolberg was going to be way too much. So let's get the scout reports back first. I don't want to... oh, damn it, he's recently moved. I don't want to blow all my money on someone that I don't even know what their rating is. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to sign Dani Alves' regen just yet. But in January, I will be the first to go for him. And we've got some more training to do. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Really, really excited to play for the first time with this team, though, because we've got so many new players that I haven't used yet. Tuanzebe, look at that. He's going to grow a lot there. 3 of his defensive stats going up. Ariubi almost 77 already. That's the beauty of training, you see. So let's carry on here. Pereira wants more wages. He should be back from injury in the next few days as well, which will be good. But it looks like we can get into some more training before the next game. And I don't know who we're playing first, but hopefully it's a relatively easy start to the season. Let's do another bit of training. This is the best time of year to do training. And at the end, when there's just no games. I mean, look at that. Ariubi's gone up by 2 already in the first month or so of this career mode in Season 3. That's incredible. That really is. He is such a good player as well. So we still have that email. That's the wages for Pereira, which we will do in a moment. We've got, oh, wow, Tottenham. I mean, like, the hardest start we could have had. They won the league. Absolute joke, really, isn't it? And we're not going to get any scout reports back before, by the looks of it. Match has been rescheduled. That's a little bit frustrating that we're going to have to play the game before we know which strikers we can go for. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Let's do Pereira's wages. I'm dreading this. Hopefully, it's not going to be too much. Let's have a look. So, transfers, go down to contracts, and let's do Pereira. So, he's a right back. Pereira's only on 6,000, so that's fair enough. He only wants to go up to 8. Wow, that's cheap. Do you know what? I'm going to give him 9. I'm going to give him 9 just because he's amazing. And crucial first team player as well. He deserves a little bit of a bonus. Can we have a look at any of the stats of the players yet? I'm guessing we only have a few to look at. So, yeah, as I thought, we're only going to be able to get Schick. I just don't think we can afford Dolberg. So, looks like we're going to be going for this guy, who looks really good, by the way. Really, really decent player. So, I'm going to make an offer right now. They're looking at 14.5 million, so we can probably get less. Try 11 to start off with. And we're going to have loads of money left over. But I think for now, guys, I'm going to leave it until the next episode. We've got Tottenham in the first game. I know this episode had no gameplay, but sometimes that's just the way it is with career mode. I've been recording for like 45 minutes. So, it is just the way it is. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to the start of the season. I certainly am, but Spurs away from home to kick it off. It couldn't be any harder, could it really? So hopefully you will see us near the top by the end of next episode after winning our first few games. But that will be a real test with Tottenham coming up first. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.